So you've heard that phrase that painting is 90% prep work? Well, guess what? They're right. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that prep work the right way so you can get the better bang for your buck out of your paint job. Coming up. Hey friends, welcome to Adulting with Esther, the show where we talk about the things that you don't learn in school. I'm Esther Page, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how to do the prep work for your paint job and make it look professional. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you can be alerted when we post our next video. This is the second part in our Paint Like a Pro series. Our first one was how to find the appropriate tools that you're going to need. You can find that up here in the cards or down below in the description. Today we're going to be talking about how to do the appropriate prep work to make your paint job look like a pro. We'll be breaking it down into 3 key parts: the washing prep work, the repair prep work, and then the protect prep work. Ready? Let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is move all the stuff out of your room. Maybe you're not able to move your queen size bed out of your room. I get that. Then what you need to do is move everything to the center of your room. Make it so all the walls that you'll be painting are going to be easily accessible. However, if you're painting your ceiling, again, I highly encourage get your furniture out of the room. It will make the paint job a million times easier and quicker. Once you've moved everything out of your room, it's time to start washing. Most people use latex paint when they work, but if you're using oil-based paint, you will want a different type of cleaner. I'll be using TSP. TSP is for when you're prepping your walls and stuff for latex paint. If you're using an oil-based paint, use mineral spirits. Now for this job, you really do want some of those heavy-duty yellow cleaning gloves. There's some gunk on there that you really have to get into. Your job here is not to scrub the paint off the walls. It's just to get the walls clean. If you're a smoker or the people who lived in your building before you were smokers and now you're cleaning it up, you're going to see that this wash job really will do a lot. A lot of people want to skip the wash step because yeah, it's a total pain and it takes as long as you were thinking the paint job would take. It's going to make your paint job go on smoother and look more professional because you'll be removing all the hair and gunk and dirt and bumps on your walls that make your paint not adhere smoothly. So invest the time and wash your walls appropriately. If your ceiling is filthy, you should also wash that too. If you have a filthy ceiling in your home, I'd love to see it. If you want, you can tag me in your post at Adulting with Esther on Instagram and let me see your filthy ceiling that you're going to paint. In fact, show me all your before and afters. I'd love to see them, and maybe I'll even include them in my next video. So that's about it when it comes to washing your walls. Let's move on to what it takes to repair them. What you need to do now is go around your room that you're painting and take out every single nail and screw that you will not be hanging something on right after. If you know your TV is going to be remounted in the same exact location, then you don't need to patch those holes. But if maybe you had a wall that was a collage of photos, maybe that was me, and you have hundreds of holes in your wall, then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to fill them with spackle. You'll also need to sand them down and maybe even do some priming work. I'm not going to go into that in detail in this video because I already did that in this one. You can find it in how to repair a small hole there. Long story short, you're going to need a few extra tools and it is going to extend the life of your project. So do the proper repair work for your walls so that they can be as shining and beautiful as you dreamed they would be before you started your project. And hey, if you're getting value out of this video so far, don't forget to smash that like button. Okay, the last step is for you to cover your items. If you decided to keep your items in your room in the center of your room, you're going to need to have some plastic or either a drop cloth to cover these items in their entirety. In fact, if you're a person who's electing to keep your items in your room when you're doing the sanding step, you should cover them before because cleaning that dust off is the worst. But I'm assuming that you moved them out of your room because it will be easier. All you really need to do is put either some brown paper or your drop cloth or plastic on the floor and tape it down around the edges using your painter's tape. This is just to make sure that if you drop a big glob or you spill the entire container, it doesn't destroy your flooring. Now, a lot of people want to use this tape to go around all their trim to get sharp lines. And that'll work, but I don't recommend it because I think it's a waste of time. I would rather invest my time in painting and making my paint job look professional. And guess what? Professional painters don't use this stuff when it comes to cutting in and making sharp lines in their corners and around their windowsill. In fact, I bet you realize this. It's happened to me. You take the hours it takes because someone told you painting is 90% prep work, and you go in around all your trim and your windows and your crown molding and your baseboards and your doors, and you push this down really tight, and somehow when you're painting, paint seeps in through the edge and makes a little wonky wavy pattern, and you're like, why did I do this? It wasn't worth it. I was lied to. Painting, it sucks. Yeah. Don't do it. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to cut in properly with your painting. Just proper painting techniques. Anybody can do it. It just takes a little bit of practice and the proper tools. Recap, make sure that you prep your walls by removing everything and washing your walls. Then by making sure that you've repaired them all appropriately using the tools and the tips and tricks that I shared in my previous video. And lastly, make sure that you go through and cover your floors or the materials in the middle of your room that you're not moving out because your door's too tiny appropriately. This will save you time and agony in the long run. And so friends, if you got value out of this video, hit that like button. And if you really liked it, make sure that you subscribe so that you can be alerted when we post our next video. Stay tuned in our next video in this Paint Like a Pro series, where you'll finally learn the painting techniques and see me do it myself so that you can get the results that you want and save thousands of dollars on your paint job. Thanks for stopping by, friends. I had a blast making this video for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.